guys. It's 7:30 in the morning. Been up since 4. About to jump on a plane. Actually, I got two planes. A couple hostels, 3 boats. Until I finally make it into where I'm going, the Peruvian Amazon, where I'm going to be spending 8 days at an Ayahuasca retreat. I'll take part in several Ayahuasca ceremonies. A little nervous, but I'm actually more excited than anything. I'm going with myself, but I'm sure I'll meet a lot of people there. They'll have 15 people on site, so it's going to be a bunch of different people around the world. A lot of Europeans Should have seen the kid playing with the dog. I wish I had my camera for it. It's hilarious. That's probably my roomie. I promised my family I would record my first ayahuasca experience, just so my future self can look back and remember my time here. First of all, the ceremonies are pretty intense. There's about 20 of us in total sitting around the ceremony room. We're kind of in a circle, and we all go up one at a time, and the shaman serves us ayahuasca. My first experience wasn't, I didn't have Mariato, which is considered a vision. I had a good time. I kind of had this weird vision of kind of a beetle kind of overtaking my body almost, and it was kind of coming up and up and up, and then I ended up throwing up after I ended up purging. So, but after that, I sat around and had smokes all night. Yeah, and it was a good night. Regardless, but I mean the second night, holy fuck, which was last night. I talked to Zach the morning after the first night, and I explained what happened. He said, you know what, you and Dave, which is a guy from England, he's like, you guys are both getting full cups, like, we're not gonna fuck around. So I was like, well, alright, like, this is why I came, so let's just do what we gotta do. So we took a full cup. And even at the beginning, like, it's intense. Like, right as the shaman's singing his Icaros and he's starting to serve people, it starts coming down rain like crazy and thundering and storming. And the ceremony house has, like, screens around it so you can see the lightning come through. And it's pretty crazy. So I drink it, I sit back down, I'm kind of in a rocking chair, and probably within 30 to 40 minutes, all of a sudden there's, like, a loud buzzing, ringing vibration going on, like deafening, and it is, I can feel it in my entire body, mainly in my upper body, and it's going down in through my hands, and I know that it's happening. I'm just trying to embrace the experience, and then all of a sudden it goes quiet, and I'm in this space, like, of infinity. Like, I'm just there, and I'm not in body, I'm just there, and I'm with these two other entities. I probably should have wrote this out before I started talking about it, but I'm just kind of winging it right now. They were like two triangles with, like, Buddhas in the middle, and one was kind of in front of me and one was to my left, and I was so happy. I was so happy to be there. Like, I've never felt the warmth and happiness and of anything, of me being there. But at the same time, like, reality is still there. Like, you still got a grip on it. You can still kind of talk to yourself and realize what's happening. Like, as this was happening, I had a big smile on my face and I was laughing out loud during ceremony. Like, people and your life back home and family, and I mean, even like my TV shows or whatever kind of slowly crossed my mind as this was happening.
But at the time, like, it didn't matter. Like, those exist, but it so didn't matter when I was, like, in that space. And there was a couple moments of, like, a fear where all of a sudden, like, reality kicks in, and you're like, and I was like, holy fuck. I've been researching this for, like, well over a year. I think about it every day for the last few months, and I'm here. Like, I'm here right now, and I'm embracing it, and it's kind of scary, but I'm loving every minute of it. I'm so happy. We're with a group of Russians here. There's about 7 of them. They don't speak English. But the first night, she sounded like there was a demon getting taken out of her. The shaman was over her, and it was intense. It was amazing to watch, though. But when I was in my experience, there's also no grip on time. Time does not exist. Every single time, that night when we all came out of it, everyone was like, that was super long. Everyone was like, that felt like 5 minutes. And, like, such a broad opinion on time. I thought it was only maybe a half hour, but it was 2.5 hours. It's crazy. And as I was in this space and I was super happy, I was starting to come out of it, but it would kind of wave on and off. And I kind of came to, and I opened my eyes, and the shaman is right in front of me. And this is dark. These ceremonies take place in the dark, so you can't see shit. But he's in front of me, and all I see is his silhouette, and it's lightning, and, like, it's just showing him, and he's like, and he hands me a bottle of something, and I assume he said drink it. I don't speak Spanish, and I just snatched it out of his hand and just downed it, and it was like lemon juice or something. Ugh. But whatever. It made me purge. It made me kind of feel amazing. And as I was coming out of it, I just had the biggest smile on my face. Like, I was so happy. I don't even know. So happy. And it's weird is, like, I come out of it and I stretch my right leg and I look at my leg and then I look at my arm and it's like, oh yeah, like, this is the physical part of me. Like, it's like that scene from Avatar when he looks at his body and he's like, wow, that's what happened to me last night. It was fucking awesome. I got a couple more ceremonies to do. I'm really looking forward to them. And I'm gonna try to embrace and stay there. Maybe even if I get among these beings again, you know, even talking like I'm an idiot. I just was in awe and was so happy to be there. I should have, you know, taken advantage, but it was pretty awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, you think you're all strong and badass until you come out to Peru and meet the 50-year-old men that have grown up their whole lives in the jungle. Alright, Rafi, let her rip. Yep. Shit. Look at his back. Awesome. I'm out of here in 2 hours. Seems kind of weird. So I just thought, hey, make a little video, final thoughts type thing. I haven't really plan anything, but I'm just gonna wing it. I've been in Peru now for 11 days, I think. At this ayahuasca retreat. It was awesome. Amazing experience. It's very, even though it's bizarre kind of when you look at it from the outside, when you're actually involved in it, you're just like, wow, like this is, it's amazing. It's kind of, it's really cool. I'm here with 13, 14 other guests. 7 are Russian, don't speak any English. We got 4 Americans, an Englishman, and a Canadian. And then the rest are the Glendo family, who actually live on site. What's crazy is, like, what I didn't expect was just, like, the people I was going to meet through this. I mean, the first night I got here, the first night I got in Peru, I was a little depressed. I was super tired, no one spoke English. By myself, I was like, fuck, is this a mistake? Actually, I'm going to side note here. What we do here is we get up in the morning, we eat healthy, we do yoga, and then we all smoke. Smoking's like a thing here. Everyone smokes jungle tobacco, so I thought, you know, when in Rome, smoke them all week. Anyways, second night, I was at a hostel, and amazing. Like, I was in my glory. I was sitting in a group of like 10 people that were also staying at the hostel, like a couple from Denmark, some people from Russia, America, a guy from Australia, and we were all just shooting the shit. Like, no one was drinking, no one was smoking, whatever, but we were talking about the drug war and government, and corporate America, and religion, and all kinds of cool shit, and ayahuasca, and spirit science. I fucking loved it. And then when I got here, like, the people, holy shit. Scotch, 22-year-old kid. He went to Nepal by himself. Walked through the jungle for 4 days and built the foundation of a school in a small village. And then when he was there, he was like, well, you know, Tibet's right there. I might as well climb the first checkpoint in Mount Everest. And he half-assed up Mount Everest. It took him 8 days. Fuck. Kid named Dylan here. He's moving to Iceland in September to go to school. He's learning Icelandic. I don't even know if that's what you say it, but one of the hardest languages in the world. It's insane. Prawn is my roommate. He's a yoga teacher here. He was a monk in India for 12 years, and then he went on a walk for 5 years, just learning and preaching and stuff. Like, I'm just looking at him like, man, first of all, I wish you told me that sooner. And I got no good stories for you like that. Like, I'm fucking here on a 12-day trip. I got nothing to compare to that. Half these people are just throwing their backpack on and going to Ecuador and Colombia and shit. Going back home. Zach is like, he's American. He's the founder of this place. He's like a different level of human being, I swear to God. He's like Neo from the Matrix. That's what he reminds me of. But yeah, it's an awesome experience. What really made me kind of learn was, you know, you've heard that saying, like, we're all one. And some people are like, no, I'm you, you're me, whatever. It's very clear that that's obvious when you come to a place like this. When you're very worldly and you realize, like, everyone's the same. I'm quoting a philosopher, but he used to say, you know, in our society, we're kind of trained to depict differences, you know, bigger, taller, brown or white, or rich or poor, and we kind of categorize the people like that, and we treat them that way. But the way we really notice it is from human experience, when you realize that people are really more like you rather than different from you, regardless of where they come from. So you can think of it as like, I'm just a different you, you know? I know, right? So yeah, I'm going home in another hour and a half, 2 hours, and it kind of seems bizarre going home, to be honest. Going home and making sure my car's parked and I'm not getting a parking ticket, to clean and do my dry cleaning and paying my water bill. I think our culture looks at people like this, like live in the jungle, and how weird it is. You should see Poppy, who's our shaman. He's 73. Guy chops wood like he's a teenager. It's crazy. When you're in a place like this, especially when you do ayahuasca, I did 5 ceremonies. They're all pretty intense. Some of them were a little mild. You get an understanding of what human potential is. You're in this place of like pure bliss and happiness and very powerful presence. And I think in our culture we got it wrong still. We'll get there at some point, but like a lot of us still work irrelevant jobs just to support other people doing their irrelevant jobs. I've had a few of them, like automotive. I know there's a lot of people in automotive, but at the end of the day, we put a man on the moon in the 60s, and you're saying that 50 years later we haven't come up with technology yet, so we don't have to use fossil fuels? The only reason we do is so people can support other people doing their relevant jobs so we can all eat. It's not like our society can give anything away for free. It's not like we can give away free transportation. Everyone's got to pay for some shit. It's fucked up. Anyways, those are my final thoughts. I'm super glad I came here. Crazy experiences. I witnessed a lot of crazy stuff that I wish I could have got on camera, but it just wasn't appropriate, Yeah. Side note, there are pink and black dolphins in this river. I didn't know that shit. But yeah, I think the major one thing I learned is, everyone's kind of the same. That whole like white power, brown power, all American bullshit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It just makes us harder on ourselves rather than being united. Our lives would be so much easier. Alright, that's all I got for you. Peace. So I have some suggestions for you. First of all, it takes some cojones to book a trip for yourself to Peru to try a psychedelic brew like ayahuasca. Super happy I did it, but first thing, do your research and then book it. Book it, whether it's 60 days, 90 days, whatever. It just gives you really a benchmark to launch off of. This is what's happening, I'm going to do this. Second of all, you have to prep for it. Like at least 30 days out. Well, you don't have to, but I became a vegan for 9 weeks. Quit smoking pot, drink, and all that shit. Just so I had a clear mind when I came here, and I feel pretty good. What's the third thing you should do? Also, get involved in something that helps calm the mind, like yoga, meditation, exercise, whatever. Because when you're in this experience, it can be kind of scary. It's not easy. It's not like, oh man, like the example I just gave you was fucking awesome. Like, it can be scary if you're not in control of yourself. You always remember to breathe, think about things that make you happy, and you kind of just have to embrace. You have to embrace what's happening. It is a medicine. It puts you through what you have to put you through. You might think your edge is here, but like ayahuasca knows your edge is here. But honestly, you come out of it with the biggest smile on your face, just like rejuvenated almost. Other than that, I hope this helped. I really enjoyed it. Like I easily do this again. So.